Since we're missing Zach, buy-in from everybody that once Mark's got a bail, we'll just call it early.
Mm-hmm.
If that sounds good to everybody. I just didn't want to miss another week because I feel like we've missed more than we've made recently, so. Alright, who remembers where we are and what we're doing well enough for a recap for previously on Dungeons and Dragons?
Ooh, we collected mushrooms. And we're in the middle of fighting. We've completed, is this the third one or the fourth challenge?
You are in the middle of the fourth. You've done the fire, the ice,
We did one
the
last time.
blood. This is nature, and then the centering is the fifth one.
Okay.
And I ate the mushrooms that made me high, but also healed me.
Good job.
But
Big fan of those.
But I've decided that I probably shouldn't have any more because they likely will have a long-term.
And we picked them up, and I don't remember what they're called, but I have them in my inventory as BS mushrooms.
I told you that this would make less sense to you the longer we had gone between play sessions.
Uh-huh.
They have not been properly identified. I know what they are, and that's enough to remind me of what they are.
BS mushrooms. Okay, great.
Okay. I think I got identified for this reason.
Excellent. Okay.
And some fuckers with spells didn't.
Did we kill all of this stuff that was here? Is that where we stopped?
Yeah, we stopped getting ready to confront the Lord of the Forest. You had befriended, or specifically Draco had befriended the Direwolf Patrol, so they are not interested in fighting you.
That's right.
You picked the BS shrooms and were attacked by a treant who didn't want you in his garden, and Mark threw down.
Renan's in position with this bow, and I don't remember who of us was going to pick up the sword.
I thought you were.
I think maybe also. Why would I not want to use my God Touch weapons, though? I know Amon was going to go up with Renan. And Draco will probably do the same. He'll want to stay ranged. Okay. Yeah, I can get it if you don't want to pick it up.
I mean, I can't. I thought it was a. Is that a one-handed weapon or a two-handed weapon, John?
It's a one-handed weapon by its proportional design, but it is for a huge-sized creature. So you would have to wield it as a greatsword as a two-handed weapon, but in terms of proportion and design intention, it looks like just a very large one-handed sword.
Okay.
Neither of us use shields, so it's not that big of a deal.
Well, but I'm a two-handed weapon user, so
perfect. Then
the only
And do you have a
that'll work.
God touch weapon? I feel like the God touch weapons have to be okay. All right. Let's get this party started.
Last point of order is who is worthy of our inspiration token from last session?
Ooh, good call.
I thought we had decided that before we left. Was I wrong?
Let's scroll up in chat and see if somebody wrote us a note.
Nope.
I didn't see one.
I really feel like we all worked so well together.
Who doesn't have one?
I have
I do not have one.
I have a fairly distinct memory of me getting it at the end of the last session.
I thought so too.
Perfect.
But I could be wrong because I have an inspiration, but I don't know if that's from the end of last session or not.
Well, if John wants to give bonus inspiration, that would put one with Renan or Hoppy.
Yeah.
I never want to shortchange you guys, but if I feel like if multiple of you remember giving one out at the end of the session, I'm fine with that being the case. But I'm also equally fine to recognize the exceptional gameplay last session in my mind were Draco and Renan, who solved without combat the direwolf encounter and then also figured out how to get into that sniper's nest with the plateau of ever-growing height. Those are like kind of two fun solves. So I'd be okay giving inspiration to either one of them.
Draco already has
one.
If
Draco doesn't have
one. Renan.
I don't have one. I would love one.
Done.
All right, then let's pick up here as you can prepare to confront the Lord of the Forest. Stands on top of his waterfall, swinging his bike chain, accepting all challengers. For the purposes of your audience and the viewers at home, this is a battle in the Ancestral Ring of Glory who has been bested before. This is, or was, largely considered one of the easier encounters based on Hoppy and Amon's research. So while there are tricks to it, like this is a known quantity, so if you're looking to impress the audience, you'll need to do something kind of exceptional here because this is reruns for them.
Has anyone ever skipped the werewolf pack before?
Were there werewolves?
Well, whatever these are that look like the frogs.
They are. Yep, they're the frog wolves.
Frog wolves.
Ow. Do we need to roll initiative?
If you were prepared to jump into combat, that would be lovely.
Let's do it.
I have initiative from last time. I need Roll20 to get its fucking shit together today. Oh. Okay.
Be right back.
Zeke? Ezekiel's just sitting at your desk.
He's just getting ready to roll.
I have coffee. This is the only.
That's fine. That's cool. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oniara, you can see at the top of the waterfall that's sort of like a 3-tiered system, a 3-layered cake. You're on the base layer. There's a bit of a 10-foot height adjustment to where the first pool of the waterfall is, a 10-foot adjustment beyond that to the peak of the waterfall, where the Lord of the Forest waits. Beyond him, you see an old, like, rotten and moldy wooden chest that he guards. Doesn't seem to be interested in leaving that position of sort of like physical dominance. He can see everything from where he's at. Challenging you, threatening you, but not making any like overt action towards you. What would you like to do?
Can he see us since we are 2 tiers down and kind of butted up against this rock?
He definitely saw your approach. For the purposes of like trying to hide from a thrown rock or something, if you tucked in tight where Amon and you are standing presently, like I imagine you could blank a line of effect. But he also has the keen senses of every natural predator on Earth, so he knows you're there. But I wasn't sure what you were asking. If you want to tuck in because you expect him to throw something at you or make a ranged attack, you could duck down in that position and
Well, it's more
be safe.
whether or not we want to try to flank him in a surprise attack. Hoppy is going to have to go straight forward, but I could skirt around here since I'm not going to take any combat action. I could double move with my Earth Walk. Should make going up the thing no problem. If I can be like hidden here so that I can get him with a surprise attack on my next round.
I think a combination of remarkable athlete and your ability to meld Earth makes that movement possible. However, because he started the round having seen you very clearly and has supernatural senses, I think there's no world where you could hide well enough for him to not be able to know where you're moving. So like
Okay.
that position, great
So
surprise.
these are
I think that
not
ship has sailed.
high enough in order to. More just I want to be able to like get behind him without him necessarily being aware. But okay. Then I'm gonna stay where I am and just do a double move as my action.
Okay. Sort of as anticipated, once you've presented yourself as a reasonable threat, he'll move to you with his deep, fatty nostrils, smells the air, immediately finds you, and then just in 2 lumbering strides quickly reaches your position. He'll make a claw attack and a bite attack against you. Does a 19 hit?
Nope.
In a 12. That's not a great start.
Roll that beautiful Crit fail.
I'm working on it. I gotta open the table. Can you roll for me while I got the table open?
Yeah.
Just hit the button. Thanks.
A 2.
Ooh.
Glad I got the low roll out on his turn.
It says I lose combat footing, exposing myself to the target, so you get to see a little troll dong. My target has advantage on their first attack roll against me next round. So the first person to attack the troll next turn. Actually, it says my target, so the first attack Oni makes next turn will be made with advantage.
Okay.
Kind of a sucky one.
Turning on advantage.
Yeah, it does seem like higher is more damaging or better, depending on whether it's a crit or a fumble.
But his back is
I
now
figured,
to you.
I figured a
They would
crit
invert
fail
those,
1
yeah.
would be the worst.
He Oni, after attacking you twice, bellows a deep resonant howl that chills the blood in your veins a little bit. You can sort of feel your guts turn to water and your blood curdle. I'd like you, and I gotta check distance. Nope, just you. I need to make a wisdom saving throw. Nice. A very good roll. You like staring at a very large predatory animal. It's putting on a convincing threat display, but you're not intimidated by it. It is Draco's turn.
Okay.
I think he wants to swim. He said a lot. He wanted to try exploring the underwater side of things.
I think he wants to get up here and he wants to cast Transmute Rock underneath the giant to try to sink him to hold him in place, to sink him like knee or thigh deep into mud.
Okay. I do need an athletics check from him since he is not proficient in athletics to climb up that small little rocky abutment.
I don't think that's going to make it.
Unfortunately, scramble as he might, he is unable to ascend.
Okay. Can he still cast it without seeing it?
What's the range on it?
Let me find out.
If the range is long enough, I'd need him to just step away from
It's 120 feet.
Yeah, as long as he takes like a 10-foot step back, then he'll be able to draw that sort of line of effect to it.
He's going to be at the base of Renan's spire.
Sure, I think that works for me.
Okay.
Read me or talk me through the spell.
So I can choose an area of stone or mud that I can see, and I can choose transmute rock to mud. So I want it to become mud that hopefully will make it so that the giant, really heavy creature sinks down into it.
Okay.
So any creature on the ground when I cast the spell has to make a strength saving throw, and they must make a saving throw whenever something moves into the area on the first time. On a failed save. Ah! It matched! Gross! I thought it was so high it would definitely win. Okay, on a failed save, a creature sinks into the mud. But what about on a successful save?
I'm guessing it doesn't sink into the mud.
That sucks. It has to make a strength saving throw, which it did. So nothing happens? Really? I mean, I don't know. You know how this spell works.
I'm reading it now just to make sure. If you were transmuting mud to rock, he becomes restrained, but you went the other direction.
Well, I was trying to trap him first and then restrain him.
No, it looks like it's a save or suck.
Oh, boo. What a waste. Sorry, Draco. It would have been cool.
The area is persistent, so if he starts his turn there, does he have to make another one?
It doesn't say. I don't know.
A second, just to peruse.
I would guess maybe anytime he moves, because it says.
Yeah, if it enters
it
the area
moves...
for the first time or ends its turn there. So if we can find a way to keep him there, he'll have to make that save every turn.
Okay, perfect.
So, and it's not a concentration, so that's nice too. Anything else from Draco?
Yeah, I think Fire Guy is going to try to throw something. Oh man.
Of course.
Fire Guy.
Hasn't he already used Fire Guy twice?
Isn't he just out? He can use him as long as he's out and doesn't die?
Yes. If this Fire Guy dies, he will not be able to summon him again until a long rest.
Yes. Okay.
And I feel like we will want him for.
Go talk to Mom about it, bud.
Well, I won't be able to resummon him, so this is it, right? Like.
You want me to start your show again?
I can use him to flame seed stuff.
Was he already out?
Yeah, he's already out. That's the only reason I was gonna use him. I'm not casting him again. So he'll try flame seed, but he's gonna hang kind of back where he is. Does 17 hit?
It does hit.
Yay!
And that's 8 points of fiery damage.
Hooray!
I don't remember. Can you see his HP?
No.
No.
They are SRD monsters, so I didn't think so. Better now, though, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, is it Renan's turn?
Mm-hmm.
You're up, Renan.
Correct. What is... Did I pick that bow up?
You did.
Or whatever? What is in that? Oh, I did.
When you picked it up before, it was it was like a beautifully polished laminated wooden bow. There were no arrows with it, but when you drew back on the string, a shaft of white light materialized and became an arrow as you drew the string back. I don't believe you've hit anything with it yet.
Well, we're about to. Since I haven't. Oh my. Here's the deal. I'm about to fucking stab the internet, okay? So, just give me a second. Ed, I'm really hoping there's not a consequence for you. Can I check to see if there is?
Mm-mm.
I'm not hearing her.
Yeah, you're cutting in and out. So I heard, can I check to see, and then nothing.
So the answer is maybe.
I can't. It looked almost like you were messing with us because the video looks pretty good. I want to make sure
that I'm not going to get hurt by using. Can you really not hear?
Yeah. I'm getting every like third or fourth word. It's like when I fuck with you guys and I go, all right, I just need all of you to roll for the thing, and then we'll see if it. And then if it definitely doesn't happen, you're gonna take right up the butt. Yeah, make an Arcana check to sort of, if you want to try to assess the properties of the weapon or any liabilities.
Nice.
That is very impressive.
Oh, with that would have advantage on it, but okay.
Even an 18 is really solid. The weapon in your hand is potent. That's not in question. You don't suspect it's likely to backfire on you. However, you do notice that the just above the grip on the bow, there are etched into it, carved 3 crescent moons. And as you draw back the bow, the topmost of the 3 begins to illuminate. Your inference, your intuitive gut reaction is like, this is charges. In other words, like, you essentially have 3 shots.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to. Didn't move, So I'm hoping this goes well. Oh, let me make sure that. Nope. You guys, when I tell you the internet today.
We're having a similar morning. It's okay.
20 hits.
20 hits, right?
Yes, ma'am. I see 23 damage. And then...
Yes.
As the silver-headed arrow strikes into the creature, the wound around it immediately begins to glow, and you can see all of the veins connected to the area that was damaged begin to sort of like grow outwards from it in this expanding pattern that makes the veins look silver beneath the skin, and they harden. Like the blood stops flowing in those areas.
Oh,
It makes his whole body cramp up around the wound, and he looks less vascular, less big and impressive, and to Oni's perspective, almost shrinks in size ever so slightly.
That's awesome.
Do that 2 more times, please.
Yes.
I want to kick him in the
I will
jimmy.
do my absolute best.
We'll make him little. He'll be a short
So
king.
I'm going to say the weapons, use the weapons in here to kill the big bad. They magical. Obviously, friends, but come on, go get that weapon. Go on, Hoppy. Go get.
I'm on my way.
It is Hoppy's turn.
I'm
big
okay.
support of you.
John, how much time will it take me to pick up that sword? Can I do it as I wander by or as I run by? Do I need to use an action?
No. Like interact with object, you get that. Everybody can do one of those for free every 6-second interval. So you'll have your move, your action, and then like a freebie.
Okay, so
not like in a stone or anything.
So I want to get up. I want to get up behind him. I was just under the lip of the cliff here, so if I rage, then I get half of my movement for free, plus I move 40. So can I make it? Is the water? I'm assuming the water's rough terrain and the rock face is rough terrain. Can I make it up to behind him while picking up the sword?
I like it as like part of the turn you enrage. That speaks to me as a person who gets angry a lot. However, as Hoppy like vaults himself over that first thing and moves to the pool to pick up the sword, suddenly a torrent of water rushes down the waterfall, and the normally placid, tranquil pool that the sword is in becomes a torrent of white water. You find it incredibly difficult to keep your footing here. If you're going to proceed to try to get the sword and move forward, you're going to need to make an athletics check or be washed downstream by the force of this torrent of water.
I'll do
That's Hoppy.
I'll do an athletics check. It's with advantage because I'm raging.
You're almost a remarkable athlete.
Nice.
Boom!
That'll do.
Yep. To a point where the white water is like creating a fire hose effect as it breaks against Hoppy's body. For a moment, you can't see anything because the white water just becomes a spray of like opaque blindness. But shortly, you see that wall isn't being washed downstream, and it's advancing. Step after mighty step, it moves to the sword, is able to pick it up, and then continues its movement upstream against this fire hose torrent of water.
And what's the crowd
Hoppy
doing?
Has defeated the deluge, and there is some excitement in the crowd now.
Yeah.
Whilst people have seen this before, no one's ever seen a giant man walk against the torrential downpour of the waterfall.
Yeah.
Gonna give it a giant roar, and as I attack, so I can reach here, more or less.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what do I roll for damage with that sword? Just greatsword?
2d6 plus strength. The attack roll will be the same as your.
I've got a greatsword.
Oh, perfect. Yep.
Sorry, that should have been with all the buttons pressed, but we'll just pretend it didn't. I didn't this turn.
18 hits. I see 14.
Okay. Yep. And then I'll do it one more time.
26 hits.
It does for 11.
Mm-hmm. And since I moved, I can do horns as well. So go ahead and do my horns.
Hit for 9.
Well
9!
done.
Nice.
And
Solid
Now,
round, Hoppy.
If I had Great Weapon Mastery, I probably would have missed that first one, but it would have been okay. So yeah, I would have done less damage. Damn it.
As you slash at him with this thick, curved obsidian blade, the wounds cut deeper than you're used to. I mean, like, most flesh is quite yielding to someone as strong as you, but these effortlessly cut to the bone in some of the cases, even taking chunks of the bone with it in each strike. And you see that it's bleeding more profusely than any wound you normally cause. I mean, especially with a weapon this sharp, like, the bleeding tends to come slowly at first and cleanly, but he's hemorrhaging. And as you look down, you notice that torrents of blood streaming out of these slice wounds are actually, like, being drawn towards the sword's blade, almost like it had its own gravity, and droplets in air are just sort of coalescing around it, coating the blade in this creature's blood. It is Emon's turn.
All right. I apologize in advance for the second conversation that's going to be happening during my turns. And any choking or gagging that happens from being choked out by my wrestling partner here.
Tap out, bitch!
We don't need to gag. We can keep the gagging out of it. Thank you.
Oh, you can. All right, I'm going to attack with Mike first. And he gets advantage because of pack tactics. He still sucks.
That is unfortunate.
I'm going to climb up this little rocky thing. Is that just difficult terrain, or do I have to climb?
If you're proficient in athletics, which I believe you are, no roll is necessary for something this simple.
Okay.
Greg only had to roll because he's not athletic.
Yeah. Let's see. That should be. I can get up here. All right. I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark from a bonus. And I think we're all doing okay. I'm just going to fire a normal shot from my moonbow and see how it goes.
A hit for 14, a second hit for 9, 10, 15.
Soup.
A total of 28. Hey. Yeah, shoot.
Sweet. And that'll be it for my turn.
And a bonus. That's a good use of your turn. Oni,
Bye.
we're back to you at the start of round number 2.
Do I get advantage on all 3 of my attacks?
It said specifically the first attack.
Did it, or just say on their attack?
I will confirm. Your target has advantage on their first attack roll during your next round.
All right, here's number 1. Here's number 2. Ah!
You crit more than anybody else.
I love this character. She's my favorite. I have the biggest crush on her.
48. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and harassing them. After your attack, you can choose to automatically succeed in grappling your opponent if you have a free hand, or shoving them if both hands are in use.
If I shove him, can I, like, shove him into the mud?
I'm comfortable with that.
Yes! I'm gonna make the mud work. I wasted a spell slot on it. We're gonna make it work.
The one thing that, like, I'll tell you after this. That's 3 hits, 21, 31, 46, is that right? That's a lot of damage.
Nice.
Casters often will try to utilize spells that target the perceived weaknesses of a creature.
Mm-hmm.
If a giant hulking troll man who's big as a truck and has like huge veiny muscles, that like you may not want to use an ability that targets his strength saving throw, because in all likelihood that's going to be his best by a broad margin. You may want to try something like that targets wisdom or charisma saving throw, because characters tend to be pretty like one-dimensional in D&D, where if he's a giant hulking brute, he's probably a moron, and vice versa. Like you wouldn't want to give an int saving throw to a wizard.
Makes sense.
Things to consider. I know you don't play a caster traditionally. I just didn't want you to be disheartened if this doesn't work. At the start of my turn, I have to first make a strength save.
Wait, I shoved him. What happens?
You said you wanted to put him in the mud,
yeah.
So I'm gonna roll my strength saving throw at the start of my turn.
Okay.
Is that cool with you?
Yep.
No.
Yes! The mud worked!
He sinks into the mud, taking a step backwards after you're being shoved. He's bleeding profusely. He's in a bad way. And as he takes a step, he just kind of sinks all the way up to his mid-chest. He's now not any taller than you are. You're looking him eye to eye, despite the fact that his upper body is 3 times the size of your whole body. He's now half sunk into the earth and is restrained. Let's see if we've got a good height up.
It worked.
Yeah, I'll use that. He is restrained. He does get to make attacks. That's not a... He can do that whilst restrained.
It's going to be pretty hard for him to turn around and hit Marco, though, so I'm guessing that I'm going to take the brunt of those.
I was going to split it up, but you're right. That seems very fair. I think I should focus everything on...
He's facing me.
I don't
He's
know.
not facing Hoppy.
I did a lot of damage.
I know you did, but how hard would it be to turn in mud?
He can twist his body.
Actually, I think I've got a solution that satisfies everybody's desire to get hit and the realism of twisting in mud with Whirlwind of Claws. Each creature within 10 feet of the troll must make a dexterity saving throw.
It should be on disadvantage, though, because he's stuck in a waste.
He can't run away, but it doesn't stop his upper body from thrashing you with claws.
What are we doing? Wisdom?
A dexterity saving throw.
Not athletics?
Not athletics. Dexterity save.
Ooh, 14. What are we trying to beat?
17.
Ooh, I got you both. The number was 19. Oh. On a fail, you each take 40 points of slashing damage.
Do I have a spell that lets me re-roll, and I have to take the second one? I have that as an ability, but I don't remember what it's called. And I don't
believe
know
it was
if I can
called
use it for this.
Little Piggy Nose on camera. But you have to... Oh yeah, no, you were there. Just do the material component. Got it.
Indomitable. I can re-roll a saving throw that I fail, but I must use the new roll. Okay, so I can use Indomitable for a dex saving throw. No. It was meant to be. I'm taking 40 damage.
You're the Indomitable Mud person.
Yep. Minus 40.
Good chunk of damage. After he does his Whirlwind of Claws, the creature had previously shrunk a little bit after he was shot by the arrow and sort of like hardened some of the veins around the area. He rapidly shrinks, leaving a giant hole in the mud, and has seemingly disappeared from sight. There's just a giant 20-foot hole in the mud. There's a giant... as mass has left that area and air rushes in to fill it.
Damn.
It is Draco's turn.
I'm trying to look at the spell to see if I can now turn that mud into rock to lock him up wherever he is, if he's in the mud.
Said until dispelled.
It says non-magical mud or quicksand, though. And since I created this mud, does that mean I can't turn it into stone?
Let me scroll up and read it for myself. I'm so sorry to... I would like to give you the quick caveat answer of, in this circumstance, I like it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like with running water, there's the real world possibility that you could find naturally occurring mud anyway. I'm going to give the green light to this plan. I reserve the right to reverse my decision later if it becomes an abused tactic. If it's suddenly like every time we fight something on rock, it's stone to mud, mud to stone every single time, then I might
this is gonna be it for his spells at that level. So it's probably not a great idea. I should consult with the crew. Would you rather I save it for a healing spell, or are you okay with me using it and converting the mud to stone?
My only thought is like we don't know that he's there, but we also had him under 25% hit points. So burning a high level spell may not be necessary when we can when as soon as he reappears, or as soon as we find him, we should be able to
finish him off.
Yeah.
All right, I won't do that then.
Do you have some way to detect invisible or something like that?
Let me look. You said I should do something that does. I could cast just. He doesn't have it. Where is the one that outlines the people?
Moonfire?
Moonfire. Does he not have that spell? It's a cantrip, right? No, he doesn't.
No, it's a second level spell.
Moonbeam. No, he has Moonbeam. Not Moonfire. Okay. Well, that was gonna be my other guess because
Fairy fire.
fairy.
Moonfire's in WoW.
Wow. Okay. Fairy fire.
I mean, there's a world where he doesn't have it, but it is actually called fairy fire. I'm pretty sure.
No, it doesn't. I don't see it on the list.
Okay, it's possible he doesn't. It is a first level evocation spell called fairy fire.
Okay. All right, then I am probably not gonna do any of that. Maybe there's an opportunity. I'm not next to anybody to heal them, and I don't really want to move. So I think he's going to delay his turn until the monster reappears for both him and Fire Guy.
Remember, if then statements were delayed.
If he reappears, I will cast Flame Seed with Fire Guy, and I will cast maybe no, not Thorn Whip. He's got to have another like spell that I can attack with.
Magic Stone.
Sure, Magic Stone.
He'd be so proud. Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that'll be fine for my delay.
We'll pass the turn to Renan then. Enemy still either invisible or in a hole somewhere.
Yeah, so can I do a when he reappears, or then I will shoot him with this bow?
Sure.
If he reappears, then I will shoot him.
That seems very fair.
Yeah.
Copy.
Can I look around for any? Okay, so I have two ideas. One, I attack blindly into the hole, assuming that if he exists, then he probably didn't move very far. The alternative is look around for it. So would you be what would be my roles in that case?
If you have reason to believe there's an enemy in a space, attacking an unseen foe or an invisible enemy is just an attack at disadvantage. You can also take this search action, which is actively making a perception check to try to locate something that's obfuscated.
That's a action though.
Mm-hmm. In a world where you can offset that penalty with reckless, it's not nearly as punishing for you to try to blindly attack.
Yeah, I was gonna. That's kind of what I was thinking. I think I'm just gonna do the blind attack. Directly into the now rocky hole where he used to be.
Mark wants to attack the hole. Specifically
dive
the mud
in
hole.
face first.
That's pretty much how Hoppy does stuff.
Is that a 22?
Yeah.
Oh my
god. Crouching down over the hole, you can see, now that you're close, kind of like a shadow, like a hunched, sort of wet dark lump at the bottom of it, and you do what a Hoppy do, and you just kind of poke it with your sword. There is a like a deep visceral sort of bellowing as you stab it. Your blade comes back coated red again, and the ball of fur now begins to slowly emerge from the hole. What went in the hole was not furry, but this is absolutely furry.
So he shapeshifted to a warthog or a hedgehog. Then I will hit him harder.
Gotta go fast. Also a hit for 15.
And is he visible now to everybody?
Anybody nearby the hole can look into it and see something coated in mud slowly crawling its way out of the hole. But it's still in the hole. I'm not sure how to answer that question. Hopefully that's
Well, Hoppy is attacking.
Roll 20.
Can you guys hear me?
Seems to be having some excitement going on.
I'm gonna yell to Amon to get the chest. I'm gonna be like, Amon, just go get it.
That's literally what I was thinking.
Well,
is it my turn
it's
yet?
still Hoppy's turn, but
yeah,
I just was preemptively.
I hit it with my hidden stick. That's pretty much all I got.
Okay, no movement. Then we'll pass to Amon.
No, I don't see any.
You look like Amon.
Based on our previous areas that we've had victory, does the chest like seem like it unseals after we defeat the bad guy, or like visually, is there any difference between before the bad guy's defeated and after for the chest, so the way it looks that would indicate if I'm actually able to open it or not?
The first one that you encountered was like absolutely magically sealed, and the puzzle only presented itself once its guardian was destroyed. In this instance, it just seems to you like a rotten old footlocker. It has like a mechanical latch, but it doesn't even appear to be locked.
Okay. I'm gonna have Mike attack the hedgehog first. Do you know? I would think you would, John, but is my little spirit able to pick things up?
Without more information, like blanketly, yes. If it has hands opposing
like under a
thumbs or
certain
even
weight.
a graspy talon, yes, it can pick things up.
Yeah.
What I was going to say is it's going to be limited by its size and what it can lift.
Right.
In its bird form, it's going to be pretty limited, but when it's its big old moto form, probably quite a bit.
Right. I'm just wondering if I can maybe pull this thing out of the hole and fly it up high and drop it or something like that.
That would definitely be beyond. While it is an impressive hawk,
it's not quite
it's not leverage
girthy enough to.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just gonna attack.
Okay.
Oh damn! Or
Still those
a
low
miss,
rolls.
unfortunately. Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. And I'm gonna use my rock skipping abilities. Not skipping rocks, but jumping over rocks. And I'm gonna see if I can open this chest.
Hey, I'm looking at the. Sorry, not to derail. The bestial spirit rolls are just 20-sided die rolls. You're not that that macro isn't adding your spell attack modifier to it. So
Oh.
that 11 and 12 are that's the die rolled 11 and 12 on its face. Like you should be adding your spell attack modifier, which is wisdom plus proficiency bonus. So it should be like, in the 4, 5, 6 range.
Yeah, plus 4, 7. Plus 7.
So that first one is an 18 and the second one is a 19.
19, yeah.
Both of that was an
that was an advantage roll.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
for
that hits, and he'll take 8 damage.
Nice.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and just put him visually because I think we all kind of assume what's happening. And then Amon, you wanted to try to open the chest.
Correct.
You do. It's heavier than you would have thought. It's old and it's been soaking up water, so the wood is kind of warped slightly, but it does creak open on its hinges. Instead of seeing a basin full of treasure, instead you're staring at a flat metallic surface that has 9 square frames in it. And once the lid of the box is fully open, a compartment opens, and to a cacophony of clang, 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 dozens of small, like Tetris size and shaped metal pieces fall all over the basin of the chest itself. You notice that they are magnetized. They look like they're made of some kind of lodestone, and they magnetically adhere to the let's call it a game board on the top of the treasure chest.
Okay. But it is a puzzle to get into the
It is
chest.
A puzzle to get into, yep.
Okay. Then rather than using my action on trying to solve that, I'm just going to well, actually the little hedgehog furry hedgehog is in the hole still, right?
That is correct.
And I probably can't see it from where I am.
That's correct.
So I don't think I have enough movement to get there. So I guess I'm gonna stay there, and I'll cast Slayer's Prey. So next time I attack, I'll have double add-ons. That'll be it for my turn.
Oh, you're muted.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay, so if he's still in the hole and Draco can't take his delayed action, Oni's going to scoot past the mud puddle and do what she do. 17 hit?
I have to look. Yes, it does.
29 hits. And 19 hits. 32.
You're comfortable hurting an animal that's just trying to live its best life in a hole. Calling the animal police.
That's
on his turn, he now springs out of the hole. It has shape changed into that of a large bear. It's covered in mud and blood. It has a look of surprise on its face. Apparently, it was hoping for a thing that didn't happen. In a move of desperation, it will attempt to rend Happy, starting with its bite attack. Ooh, that's actually not a bad hit.
That is a hit.
Of course, you'll turn that to 9 damage. 2 claws. 18 misses, I think, right?
18 matches. Those all hit.
So 6 and 6 and 9 in total. Total of 21.
27 is what I got left.
Then you're not quite dead
you know
yet.
what? You know what? No, never mind. That's fine.
Okay. The bear seems to like strain and focus. It looks externally like it's flexing really hard. And tries several times, bearing down almost, but like whatever effect it's trying to manufacture just cannot be produced. And it starts to look around like a panicked animal that feels cornered. Draco, it's your turn.
Before it ends its turn, it has to do a strength save not to sink into the mud puddle.
I do have advantage on this. So there's a good chance.
Hey, you gotta try, though.
Yeah, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Okay. Draco, if any of you are more familiar with his spells, let me know. I'd like to see if there's a ranged healing spell that I can cast on Hoppy.
I'm okay. Don't worry about that.
Are you sure?
Just
get him dead.
We should be get him dead.
Okay.
We should be able to take him out pretty easily.
Let me see what level Scorching Ray is.
Base
I
level
thought he
1.
had a tool that gave him Scorching Ray.
I think he wears the
Gross.
the crown that does one for free.
I think he's gonna use his inspiration token. And try that again. Oh my god!
No.
Meant
Wow.
to be! I can't even be at fault for that.
This is proof that Meg only rolls the crits, and Meg just rolls extremes.
Yeah.
Would you like to roll on the fumble table to see how badly you've murdered Draco?
No, I don't want to.
Oh.
Be gentle.
Oh no, you just killed Mark.
What?
It says, the placement of your spell startles the allies nearest to your target, causing them to drop their guard. Your target is able to use a reaction to make an attack of opportunity against one of your allies in melee range.
Oh god, please attack Oni. Please attack Oni.
I mean, it's a bear. It's got a bloody target that it's already been trying to eat. I can't imagine it would change its mind suddenly.
Oh my god.
I'm comfortable defending that position.
Roll to see who it attacks.
Oh,
We'll go evens odds.
So far he hasn't shown he could, in theory. No, he can't. Just it's fine. He can attack.
I think it would definitely bite Hoppy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no. I don't think I have advantage on that attack because.
So he misses.
Oh no, I am bloodied. I'm below half. I do have advantage. 26 hits.
Mm-hmm. For 7 damage.
For 7 damage. Does that take you to 0?
No, it takes me to 20. I was trying to clean some stuff off the 0 key, so I hit 0 like a lot of times.
Nice.
Well, 9 damage on Fire Guy's Flame Seed. Glad I crit there. Oof.
That face, though. It is Renan's turn.
Take that, bear.
Barely. I see 18 points of damage. Two things happen. The first is it groans in pain. The second is that it begins to radically change shape in like a explosion after you strike it with the arrow. All of its fur just instantly sheds, leaving thick, bloody, matted fur in a circle all around it. Its mouth retracts, becoming a humanoid face again. Its limbs break and reform, and in the span of just a few seconds, it has become a mostly naked, incredibly bloody, broken-boned humanoid man.
Dave, what happened to you?
Surrender.
It has been wounded by the bow and by the sword, and it's now in its base form. The creature seems defeated. It is not dead, but its breathing is super, super shallow, and the wounds caused to it by the sword that Hoppy picked up are still like streaming out of its body into orbit around that sword blade, like it's exsanguinating him, slowly just drawing blood out of his body until there is no more. It seems excruciatingly painful. Whilst you watch him, he keeps trying, like he flexes like he's trying to assume some kind of other shape, but it seems that the damage caused by the bow is preventing him from being able to change shape. He doesn't admit, like he's not conceding, but it is obvious to even the people in the stands that this creature has been bested. He's defeated. It's up to you whether you want to kill him or not. But at this point, it can no longer offer you a fight.
Brennan offered to let him yield because Hoppy's going to take it out on him. But if if he yields, then he yields.
If you guys are comfortable with that, he will definitely tap out, and as he disappears, he becomes, let's say, 100 little frogs, and those just return to the natural world, flopping on lily pads, jumping in the rivers, disappearing into the glade. Interesting choice to spare him. The crowd is mixed between wanting to see bloodshed, wanting to see decapitation, and impressed that you basically were able to rock, paper, scissors, apply the appropriate weapons to prevent him from assuming the forms he needed to survive. It's a mixed bag. You've got cheers and jeers.
Well, they've seen him bested before, so I figured that they wouldn't care too much about it, but we could totally put on a show of like killing 3 of the frogs just to sate their
Squish, squish, goosh. Put this here. Did everybody move?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
These are the lodestone magnetized Tetris pieces and the 3x3 frame of magnetized tiles that protect the chest's inner contents from being revealed. You've seen a puzzle like this once before. It seems like the goal is to fill each of the 9 boxes completely, but no piece may extend beyond the border of each square. Do we want to work cooperatively, or would you rather go in initiative order with each person taking a turn?
I think initiative order.
Cooperative.
Initiative.
Okay. Since it was Renan's turn, let's just start with Renan.
I can't move the bricks. Not that it's my turn, but I can't move the bricks.
Oh, God bless America. Why not?
Do you need an answer to that?
I do need an answer to that. It is a huge me problem because Hold on.
You have to do each one by themselves?
Yes.
Ew.
That is not cool.
I'm covering this whole space, right? Not just the part in the middle?
Each square, yeah. Like,
Yeah, okay, great.
Sorry, gang. If you all want to take 2 minutes, it's going to take me a second to assign each of these pieces. The puzzle's supposed to do this by default. I wonder what I've done to erase that default status.
I'm just having
We're
fun.
covering the whole thing, including the edges, or just the inside?
I believe just the interior.
Oh, just the interior.
Okay. Yeah,
that was
just
my
the
question.
boxes. Sorry if I misspoke.
I'll be right
So
back.
like that. The purple?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Okay. Okay, I can't move that piece yet.
Sorry.
Those are to moving together. I'm waiting for you, John, to tell me when I can move them.
Appreciate you. Sorry, I really did not intend to do this manually on stream. It seems like once I copy one, it does lose all of the properties assigned to the or from the original, and I don't know what influences that behavior, but that sucks. So when I copied this from the existing template, it's controlled by all players status just went to nothing for each individual piece. All right, I think at this point everything should be controllable.
Okay. No. I can't move that one.
Right now.
Okay. Cool. That's not right. And I can't rotate these, right?
I believe you can.
Oh.
If you get the little dongle, there's a tick that will a small tick box that will appear. I think it's usually to the right by default, but also sometimes the top, bottom, or left. If you grab that, you can rotate it. It just has to end up, in one of the 90-degree angles. It can't be 45'd.
Okay, I don't see the rotating thing, but maybe you guys do. I'm sure my turn is over.
In the position that the L1, the green L, is in now, do you see the little blue square at the bottom of it?
Yeah, I see it now.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right, we'll give Hoppy's 2 minutes. Or is he not here? Oh, he's here. Good.
I'm here. I will just start on a different one. See what I can do. Oh, darn, wrong way. Bruh. That's not gonna work. This one can't be moved.
How about now?
All right. Okay.
You've got 30 seconds left, and then it's Amon's turn.
Shape.
Oh, I can't see that one now.
Which one?
I just have to make my screen smaller. There's pieces I couldn't see.
It is Amon's turn.
Go for it, Amon. I got 2 of them done. It's gonna be a giant pain.
I'm on it. I'm gonna try to find this weird piece because this thing is funky.
I think it probably meshes with that one down at the bottom.
I didn't see where you pinged, but
It's your turn, Amon.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Eh.
Who's freestyling?
That would be Eli. He's not freestyling. He's singing Kendrick Lamar.
My child.
Mm-hmm.
Very obsessed with Ice Cube right now. Ice Cube and Eazy-E.
Nice.
What is it?
Hmm. 30 seconds left, and then it will be Oni's turn.
Oh, there are more pieces down here.
Yeah,
That's
it's helpful when you see them all.
Yeah. I had to zoom out.
Nice.
Yeah, these ones are going to be fun. All right, I will pass my turn.
It is Oni's turn. That was exactly 2 minutes. Were you running your own timer?
No, you said 30 seconds and I went off of that.
That was very intuitive timekeeping.
Metronomes, baby.
For real.
Also, John, I don't know if you recently watched Kung Pao, but you've made 2 references that sounded very Kung Pao-ish in this session.
Yeah, it's one of our long-term most favorite movies ever.
Go-tos.
Trained him poorly on purpose.
Yeah.
He made a swing in the chain reference at the top of the waterfall. And then that's a lot of damage, but the way that you said it, I was like, that's a lot of nuts? Glad to know that I'm still on the same page.
I could either dodge to the left and avoid the chain. Meg, you've got 40 seconds.
Just too long.
I get that sometimes. For me, this is the most frustrating part of the puzzle, when you feel like you have gotten like 8 squares done perfectly, but the pieces you have left do not make a 9th square.
Alright, I yield my time.
Okay. It would be Draco's turn, but since you are Draco today, let's just go back to Renan.
Yeah, exactly. The next one.
As always, if you are over this, we can resolve it with character intervals.
I really cannot rotate this shit. Oh, there it is. Nope.
It's finicky because like where the rotate dongle appears isn't always in the same place, and if they're stacked together, it's sometimes hard to see.
Oh no, I made those two stacked. Help me. Okay.
Thirty seconds on Renan's turn.
This is hard. Some of these we gotta take apart some of the ones we already did, I think.
Possible?
Oh my god, I cannot rotate these. Oh, there we go.
And that's 2 minutes for Renan. It's Hoppy's turn.
Go for it, Hoppy.
Bruh.
I used a puzzle very similar to this in our Eberron game several years ago, and
I do remember.
I accidentally put in an additional game piece, but when Clint started talking about how it's a mathematic certainty if you just think geometrically, these are super easy, I decided to leave it there for the rest of his turn, so that there was basically no possible solution, just to shut him up for a minute. As far as I know, there are no extra pieces this time. This should be solvable.
I'm having some trouble on this today.
You guys just say the word whenever it's not fun anymore. We can solve it in character.
No, I'm willing to give it a try. I'm just...
In the past, you have all been people who like to be challenged by difficult puzzles, but I also don't ever want them to not be fun. So
yeah.
Whenever the challenge to stress ratio tips the other way, let me know. Also, Mark, you've got 10 seconds. Sorry, normally I like to give you 30.
No, that's fine. Thank you. This one needs special treatment, so let's figure out. I guess I'm done.
Yeah. Amon, it's your turn.
Caleb, are you there?
Yeah, I'm moving the pieces.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yeah, some of these pieces are going to have to go.
And it's heartbreaking to take apart beautiful ones that are already done.
I know. Some of them look like there's no other solution. Damn. Come on. Shit. This kind of stuff is fun, though. Yeah.
The one in the middle.
I'm like trying to look at some of these other. The one in the middle.
The middle on the right bugs me. I think it's too many straight lines. I feel like we should be able to use those straight lines to finish other ones.
I have the opposite feeling. I feel like that's the only way that those ones are going to work.
Yeah, because there
That's
really
fine.
aren't any other.
I'm also told you can't be too straight.
No one is all the way straight. What?
That's 2 minutes for Amon. It's Oni's turn, unless Oni's over it. You're making the wrinkled nose face.
I'm just thinking. Gosh dang it, this one was hanging over the side. I thought it looked different.
That the monster under the bed was gonna get it. The last 2 puzzles like this you've done pretty well at. Which is unusual because I am taken to understand that women have a bad spatial relationship sense.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm the grandmaster of Tetris. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
John
Shut your ass up.
talking shit.
Consistent. About 30 seconds, Oni.
We don't seem to have enough small pieces. I know we have enough to make this work, but damn.
It's Renan's turn.
All right.
Nope.
It's been 2 full rotations. Is there a world where we want to do shorter turns or longer turns, or are you guys happy with things the way they are?
I'm happy with the way things are.
Happy with that.
I just have to learn to fucking rotate that shit. Maybe. Oh my god. What is that noise?
Sorry, Mark and I are talking in Discord.
Purely game related, I hope.
Seasonally appropriate?
You help?
I can't rotate the fucking piece. Can you just rotate it and put it where it goes? Thank you. That would be so cool. Stupid little bitch.
Whoa. That was not right.
Oh my god,
I'll start moving things. You're okay. You're okay. I'll start moving stuff back.
That was cool.
That was not cool. Okay. What is this piece?
See, no harm, no foul.
Well, let's not be so kind.
20 seconds.
Can you rotate this piece, someone?
Which one?
This one.
Left or right?
Clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Better question.
Yes. Clockwise. Thank you.
Yes.
I don't think it mattered. Fuck. But
you just said fuck butt. Let's go to Hoppy's turn. Hoppy resetting the timer. After Hoppy is Amon.
I don't know if I did anything on that round at all.
I think you got one.
Yeah, but I feel like I just fucked up the one that like worked.
Yeah, this one really needs to have this piece. I don't see how this.
Well, unless it wrote. Yeah, I mean, I agree. I just
works with. No, that's fine. I'm just saying I don't see how that works with any other piece, because like this would be the closest and it overlaps, and if it's not this piece, then it's going to be too wide with any other piece. Like we couldn't use two different pieces to make that shape. This.
Sweet. Good job. That was impressive, Mark.
So I really think that this one's wrong, so I'm gonna move this piece back.
30 seconds on Hoppy's turn.
But these don't make a square. We need shorter pieces to go with these. So which block has shorter pieces?
I feel like this one can't be right. It's all the same colors.
It's a good.
It's not gay enough for you.
Yeah, no, nothing is all one color. But then, I mean, we've got this one as well. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. All done.
All done. And Mark is all done. It is a monster.
All right. I'm going to start burning down the world.
No, some of them don't need to be moved.
Not all of them. I'm just saying some of them.
My advice would be to start with the bad ones, the ones that are wrong, and only, do the ones that are right.
It's excellent advice.
You stub your toe today, John.
It's a strong possibility that'll happen.
Ubar.
Very good.
Can you make sure they all stay in view, the pieces, please?
Hey,
Yeah, I'm
John.
sure.
Yes, sir.
Could we like roll to get advice if any of these are correct to your solution?
I don't have a solution.
Oh.
So I couldn't. Unfortunately, I don't have the ability to tell you that like the middle one is right.
Okay.
Because there are more than one solution to this. I like.
Oh, okay.
I know that this puzzle is solvable because all of these pieces were in their squares, and I took them apart and, muck shuffled them.
Okay.
But as far as I know, there could be dozens or hundreds of solutions.
Okay.
Ow!
Daddy?
Just about time. And you're about to be like guillotine choked out anyway.
About to be is.
That's 2 minutes for Amon's turn. Oni's 2 minutes. Start now.
This piece is the one you're looking for, Meg.
Let's see how much this messes us up. Hmm.
30 seconds, Mick.
So there is no rolling, right? You said.
I'm saying if you guys are no longer having fun solving it as people, we can certainly solve it as characters with just int rolls, which I'm fine to do if we are.
And we're just concerned we only have 20 minutes before Marco may have to go. And I'd like to get to the next combat.
I haven't heard from them, so I think I assume they will.
Not your 2 minutes, Meg. It is Renan's turn. I'll stop asking, but whenever you guys are ready to tap, let me know.
I feel just about ready.
I want to solve it. I don't want to spend the time when we can finish up this dungeon.
I feel like it's getting worse, you know? That's really not what I wanted to do, but this is a fun game. I have no idea. Of the pieces that are left. My brain is saying no.
I'm just imagining the audience watching us as we all sit down in a circle around this chest to just spend 20 minutes solving a puzzle.
Yeah, I'm sure they're real thrilled.
Either that or everyone is chiming in from the audience about how to fix it.
Turn it to the left. Turn it to the left. No, your other left.
Not like that one.
Price is Right audience. All right, that's Brennan's 2 minutes. Do we want to just let characters handle this now, or does anybody want another turn?
Mark, do you think you can solve this?
Not in a reasonable amount of time. I mean, this and this solve this one. But then we have this funky thing here.
Oh, I don't know where I just put that.
I don't either.
Can you put it back on the playing area, John?
I don't see
No.
it.
It went this
One
way.
of the pieces just got moved off screen.
Which direction?
This
I think
direction.
to the left. I mean, your other left.
My bad. It's over here somewhere. Where is it? Come back. Nope.
Now we've got the puzzle with the missing piece.
Great.
It's going to be impossible to solve. Or easier. I'm not sure.
Fuck it, wet.
I don't see anything over there.
It's definitely over
there.
there.
There is a piece over there.
Yeah,
100%.
there's a piece missing.
I haven't.
That and that.
Oh.
But then we still run into not having.
Oh, this one. This one.
It's a different angle.
Oh, it is.
Piece on the bottom.
Yep.
No, ghosting.
Maybe. Let's go this way. Here. This piece up there. That's the wrong side.
So I can't find it.
Now we're just gonna have to roll and solve it. We don't even have the right pieces.
So like what's weird is there is no map to the left. Like there's lots and lots of map to the right and to the bottom, and I just made those visible. But there is no map to the left. Like there's here there be monsters. Michelle, I've given you permission for a second. If you right click on the map, do you have an undo button? You should see something that says like maybe ping or focus ping, or if you have an undo button, could you try hitting it for me?
I mean, I can try a good old Control Z, but no. I don't. I
think if you right click on the map.
I'm right clicking, you guys. It's just making a purple circle.
Yeah.
What would you like?
Oh, it's possible. I use a left-handed gaming mouse, like non-dominant mouse button.
I mean, right or left click, it's the same.
She's on a Mac. She may not have the context menu.
Oh, I see.
I'm not on a Mac.
You're not on a Mac?
No.
Well, then you're screwing it up.
I'm really good at screwing things up. Okay.
I've noticed this about you.
Yeah.
It's okay. Oh, now it's white.
Yeah, like just showing you the border of the map. There is nothing to the left. I don't know how that happened.
Maybe it got put behind it.
Literally. Yeah.
Okay. It was like over here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, sorry.
That is so weird, you guys. What the hell? Can we just, this just needs to stop.
Yeah,
now?
I think we move
Moving
it,
on.
or we call it.
What are we rolling? Because Draco didn't get to have a turn, but he's got high intelligence and wisdom, so that's probably what we're missing is Draco.
We were missing some wisdom. That's true. Int checks or I think I just like raw int.
Just throwing this out there. Can I just yell at it instead?
The first one was from Draco. The second one was from me.
I'm gonna have
if I roll this, am I going to screw us all by rolling poorly? Because otherwise, I will not roll.
No, because your reaction will just be to yell at it.
Like, the end result is when Renan tells you this is a difficult puzzle, you'll have to use your head, and when you attempt to use it as a battering ram, I like to imagine someone will step in and
I
the
do get a
19
negative.
nice.
Wow. Caleb, did you roll?
Yep, 15.
The
Well,
Draco's
the
roll,
rest of us
Renan's
did great.
roll, really good. You are able to solve the puzzle. It takes only, 20-30 seconds. Working cooperatively, Renan and Draco solve the puzzle effortlessly. Once, excuse me. Once all of the magnetized metal tiles are in their constituent squares, the panel falls apart into like hundreds of little magnetized squares, revealing what's inside. It is a otherwise empty chest, at the bottom of which is a banded leather choker that looks not dissimilar from the kind of collar one might put on a pet.
For Andy.
But as you touch it, there's a spark of arcane magic leaps off of it, insinuating it has decidedly magical properties.
Nice.
Yeah, we're gonna put that in the handbag of holding for sure.
Yep.
We have a lot of things to identify.
Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
Question: Do we should we leave the weapons here?
Sorry, I didn't cover that. Once he was destroyed, the weapons vanished. The greatsword and the bow have evaporated.
I was
into
hoping
the ether.
I would get to keep that.
The magical bow of shrinking.
Magical cold water bow.
All right. Do we get any respite before we move on to the last platform?
1 minute, 10 rounds of intermission time to patch up, to spend hit dice, to drink a potion, receive magical healing, whatever you want to do.
Can we use hit dice?
Oh no, that was just a feature of the last treasure chest. I am sorry.
Yeah.
No, you may not.
All right. That's what I thought. Okay, so Draco has that healing thing that gives us D6s. I don't remember what it's called. Hold on. We're gonna have to do that because
Spirit, healing spirit, guardian spirit, healing spirit,
yeah,
maybe.
Marco and I need hit points quite badly.
Potion of greater healing, if anybody wants that. Marco, I can't hear you. Can you guys hear him?
I cannot.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. I don't really like to use healing potions because they're expensive. But I'm down to 20 hit points, so I could
Mass
really use.
cure wounds.
No, I think it's the healing circle or something like that.
Sorry, he has so many spells. Do you know what level it is?
It's a second level
Probably.
spell for sure.
Second level spell. Okay. Not lesser restoration.
I'm pretty sure it's got spirit in the name.
Healing spirit.
Healing spirit. Got it. Okay. And I can cast it as a level 4 spell if we want more healing.
I think that only adds like +2 or something.
When you cast this at a higher level, it increases 1d6 for each slot level above second.
Oh, then it would definitely be worth it. We will totally eat all of that. The only issue that we might have with that is, does he have any spells that we think would be beneficial in this next engagement?
Well, he has another one in that spell slot, so.
Okay. Okay, then yeah, let's use this.
I am okay using it. Okay. So I did it as a 4.
So you have 9 more charges of 3d6 healing. Somebody gets that 9, the 7 plus the 2, and then you have 9 additional charges, 1 per round for up to a minute of 3d6.
Wasn't it 2 levels above?
It was.
So
right, so 2d6 plus 1d6 is 3d6.
Oh, I thought it was 2d6 to begin with.
All right, Marco, how many charges are you taking?
Let me do 96 to start. Oops. Gets me to 49.
Plus the 9 that I rolled when I cast the spell.
Okay. So 58. That gets me to half hit points.
Amon, you are a little low, and Renan, do you want to top off before I take some for Oni?
I think the tanks probably could use it more than we do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm fine with the 46. I hardly get hit. She says arrogantly.
She says fair.
Stupid.
Okay. How many d6 do we have left?
If Mark just used 3 in the 96 and started with the 4th one, that's 4, so there would be 6 remaining.
Okay. So 6d6?
No, 6 sets of 3. 18d6 if you want to look at it that way. They just have to be done in discrete units of 6. Units of 3 6 times.
Okay.
I mean, use at 6 at a time, and if you are full up, then.
Okay, thank you, dear.
You're welcome.
We have about 20 minutes till they get here.
Okay, so I'm doing 3 sets of 3d6. What are we at now?
That's, you have 7 spent, 3 remaining.
Okay. Mark, you do 2 and I'll do 1. So that's 66 for you. Seriously? I just rolled him 14 with 66. Oh yeah, take yours instead.
All right.
Yeah, should we be rolling 66 and not 3? Did you figure that
out? No, it was 3d6 per charge, right?
That's correct. The maths are now done correctly, and Mark's set of 2 charges for 66 is greater than Megan's 2 charges at 66 by a 7. You have conquered 4 of the challenges. The 5th center platform remains. As you approach it, the stone bridge extends. You can feel a palpable sense of something about it is just unnatural. The stone pillar is like kind of looks like the Hanoi Tower that Mark solved earlier. It's like a stacked layer cake of stone strata, between which leak this purple essence that are small peaks into the realm of oblivion, the realm of death. There are 2 large flowering corpse collectors that are animated plants that feed on the dead, that are walking around gathering something from these seams of oblivion. And patrolling the outermost ring are spectral spirits of undeath called banshees, that seem to be the patrol guardians of this particular battle map. At top of it stands a giant skeletal being with a crooked tongue, jagged and spiked, dangling out of his mouth. He has 2 hands that end in brutal 12-inch long scythe-like talons, and he's reading from a necromantic tome. And as he speaks, etched runes burn themselves into the ground as though he's attempting to complete some kind of ritual spell. It seems that once you step foot onto this, it would be in your best interest he not finish that spell.
Looking to see if Draco has silence.
Silence!
Sorry, I missed where this is happening.
This is at the central platform south of where you guys are on the map.
Okay, so that's where we're going next.
Mm-hmm. The last world
And there
to
was a
conquer.
dude making a demonic speech.
He's giving them the independence.
Does he just need to be interrupted? Like, if he's trying to concentrate, does that mean that any kind of direct damage would potentially interrupt him?
Yeah, can I shoot him with one of my exploding arrows?
The answer to all of those questions is yes. I think yes. Damage can interrupt spellcasting. Of course, you can hit him with an exploding arrow. If the interruption is successful, he'll have to either start again, burning a new spell slot, or potentially just lose the spell outright. I think that answers all the questions.
Okay. Are you guys ready to move across the platform and engage?
Engage.
We should roll initiative before we
Yep.
begin.
Put yourselves somewhere, in this area on the death side of the bridge somewhere, and then roll initiative.
The death dais.
I do.
Draco going first? Has Renan rolled yet? No, that's why.
Burns that nat 20 on initiative.
Oh, that's heartbreaking.
Even when he's not here, Zach sucks.
Draco, you mean Draco?
Yeah.
I don't know where she wants to go, but I'm gonna put her here and see if I can roll initiative. No, it says error.
Michelle has returned. And it's blanket time.
I've had 3 babies. I don't know how the freak you guys go hours without peeing?
I got up a little while ago.
Where are we? I don't even know where we are.
Roll initiative.
South of the green area in the purple death area.
And I moved you here behind Hoppy.
Oop. Oh, I see us. Okay. Is this our last one?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
This is the 5th one. And we have to interrupt that guy from his spell casting.
The final
Praise
showdown.
all the gods because...
Yay!
Over the shit.
All right. Initiative is rolled. Renan reacts first. As you cross yourselves into the realm of death, you can feel your own life energy somewhat diminished, somewhat drained, almost like your soul is trying to leave its body. That feeling is magnified as you get closer to these purple seams in the ground that are small gateways to oblivion. As you approach, you can see the large corpse collector here, where I'm pinging. It is eating a felled corpse on the ground there, but you also notice that some of its tentacles are burrowed deep into the stone face, and it's gathering small bits of crystallized oblivion, small fragmented purple shards, and tucking them into a pouch on the top of its back. As you surveil the area, you also see that there are 2 banshees in the northwest corner of the arena here that seem to be slowly just flitting above the air, translucently floating kind of towards you, but more like just in a patrol path around the outer perimeter of this circular room. What would you like to do, Renan?
Does the Soul Eater see us? Or know we're there?
If it does, it's not. It doesn't either. It doesn't care. It hasn't seen you, or some combination of those 2 things.
Cool. Firebolt.
Nice.
At the corpse flower?
Yeah.
It definitely hits.
Tell me what a 20 does, John.
I will.
Oh.
I don't know if Michelle heard, but the guy is also reading off an incantation of some kind and runes are coming, manifesting in the rocks.
I'm gonna let not me attack him. Yeah.
The target's your spell cripples this opponent. Your target's movement speed is cut in half for their next 2 turns.
Nice.
So he's very slow.
Very proud of myself.
That seems great for a corpse eater.
It does.
I'm not interested in that. That's the one to me that I'm like, not you, sir.
Is Draco's turn?
I did a shitload of damage too. And that barely moved him.
Draco is going to do Flaming Sphere because I love Flaming Sphere. I think it's amazing. And he's going to do it right on top of that guy's head to try to interrupt him from his spell casting.
The guy at the top?
Yep.
Does Flaming Sphere have a range appropriate to that?
One moment.
I ask not because I know. Feet. I ask because I don't know.
I can move. I haven't done my movement yet. It's 60 feet is the range. Oh, yeah. He's got it.
As long as, like, Pythagoras doesn't mind us measuring linearly.
Sure.
He's fucking dead.
I can move, so you let me know.
I think it's fine.
Okay.
You, as Draco, fire flashes in his eyes. He reaches out to materialize that small marble pinpoint of flame in space that's going to grow into the giant basketball that is Flaming Sphere. Mm-hmm. But as it materializes next to this bone claw, it just snuffs out of existence, leaving just like a match that has been burned out smell of sort of like burnt wood and charcoal. And he turns his head completely 180 degrees around on the spine that is attached to his shoulders and says, and then it just creaks as it goes back to reading his book.
Ew.
All right,
Fucking
so
gross.
magic can't penetrate up there for whatever reason. So I guess Fire Guy will flame seed this. Does a 14 hit?
I have to look. It does.
Excellent.
Because you're not a caster, but I think Draco would. No, I won't. No roll for it. Draco's immediate assessment of having cast that spell is that it was counterspelled. That the caster at the top used his reaction to counter that spell.
I see. How many counter spells does one get?
As many as he thinks he can get away with.
That's not an answer.
Historically, I think it's a 3rd level spell by default.
Okay.
So like conceivably up to 6 per day, and then you could upcast higher level spells. If it's a full caster many, the thing to remember or consider is that it requires a reaction of which every character will only get one. So if there's a world where you like cast 2 spells and he counterspelled the first one, he won't be able to counterspell the second one because of action economy.
Okay.
My turn. Whilst reading from his book, he continues to chant. The corpse collector stops harvesting what it's doing and crawls down the stone face as a mobile plant that's got skeletal remains infused into its being. Stands between Hoppy and Renan and will make an attack against Renan.
Oh, he won't. He'll miss.
It's a real world possibility.
We'll see. In the fake world, it's a real world possibility. Let's see.
I rolled 2 13s, both of which miss.
Nice.
Told you.
Power
I'm very hard to hit.
I like it.
I'm just manifesting over here.
Oni, it's your turn. Like I say, sort of counterclockwise from your position, you can see 2 spectral banshees are slowly flitting towards you. They're just, ghostly, semi-transparent apparitions that are floating above the ground. They're heading towards you, not purposefully, not intentionally, but more just like think of them as being like on rails. They kind of just patrol that thing. You think if they encountered you, that might be bad, but for the time being, they don't seem terribly motivated.
How high are these things? Like, how far could I move? This is my movement.
Each one's just about as tall as you. For anybody trained in athletics, it's not a problem.
Okay.
But for the purposes of height, each tier is about 7 feet tall.
And I can't reach him where he's at right now with melee, so I'd have to longbow. Unless I want to double move. Is that right?
That seems right.
And there's no way this guy wouldn't make a wisdom saving throw. I have it, and I haven't used it, so I'm going to double move, and I'm going to action surge.
What is that ability?
Does an action surge give me a second turn?
I'm not familiar with it by name. Are you pronouncing it correctly?
Action surge.
Oh yeah, I do know that one.
2 gold, right?
Yes. No, actually, you haven't used a bonus yet, right? So you could. Damn it. I believe you could gold, silver in this example because the action surge just gives you an action, not a bonus, but you haven't used your bonus yet. So.
Okay.
Let me look this up first.
Tell me what 39 is before I roll the other damage.
She knows where the crit is.
Please tell me it interrupts spellcasting.
That is actually very interesting. You are able to maneuver towards your opponent while attacking and attempt to harass them. After your attack, you can choose to attempt to grapple your opponent if you have a free hand, or attempt to shove your opponent if both hands are in use.
Gotta shove. Did I roll 39 last time? That's what I got on the other guy, too.
Yeah, it's the 30 to 39 bracket, and it is the second time you roll it today.
Boo. All right. I'm gonna shove.
I'm a shove.
I'm a shove.
I don't think he's going to do well. Oh, he rolled quite well. Your athletics check has to beat a 15.
Are you kidding me? I'm using my inspiration. I have a +8. That's bullshit.
You try to Sparta kick him over, but he's just too tall. He's got a big old butt. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
But did I at least interrupt him from spellcasting?
I will let you know in a moment. I'm doing damage first.
Robbed.
I am sorry about that.
It wasn't cinematic at all. That was lame.
Nice.
Is that a 1?
That is a 1. I was going to say with a +7 to his con check, he only has to check a 10. I don't even know that I would really want to roll that, but I guess that's why you have me roll those.
Uh-huh.
Whilst you didn't kick him over, you kicked him right in the jimmy.
Nice.
It's the only piece of flesh remaining on his body, and he's very sensitive about it. He immediately loses his focus and concentration, slams the text that he's reading from closed, and focuses on you, extending the already scythe-like claws on his hands to extreme sword proportions, and screams at you, flailing his 18-inch tongue.
Oh.
He's got like a venom tongue.
Nice. All right. That's the end of my turn. It is Amon's turn. Hey, but we can't see hit bar on him.
It is a monster.
All right, I'm gonna make a move for the team and use Hunter's Sense to see what this dude's deal is.
Can you link it? I don't remember the qualities I give you.
Right. I
It's like
actually I think it might
immunities
be
and vulnerabilities, and I think type, but I just don't remember what else.
Oh, actually, I have it on my printed out sheet here. Easier to find. Oh, God, Ezekiel. Starting at 3rd level, you can focus your ire. No, that's the wrong one. 3rd level, you gain the ability to peer at a creature and magically discern how to best hurt it. Which is an action within 60 feet, creature within 60 feet. You immediately learn whether the creature has any damage, immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are.
It is resistant to bludgeoning, slashing, and piercing damage from non-god touched weapons. It is immune to acid. It is immune to psychic. It is immune to lightning. It is vulnerable to radiant damage. And that's it, right? Yes. Sorry, I had to check my notes. So several spells that Draco has access to will do virtual nothing. I don't know what we have that does radiant, but if we have anything that does radiant, he will take extra damage from radiant, and attacks that aren't god-touched weapons will be less effective.
Cool. Then I'm also gonna use Hunter's Mark on him, and Mike is gonna attack the bony bush, which I don't have his character sheet up for because Zeke fucked with my shit. And potion. I don't know what he's been doing.
And potion.
He does like Zeke will touch one button on the computer and then it resizes everything on the screen and like closes windows and does all this stuff. And I'm like, what even, kid?
Looks like a hit.
Yeah, just the 19 with 9 damage. Daddy. And that's it for me.
And it looks like Hoppy's guests are here. If I saw people through the front door in the video. Otini!
It is possible. I'm not sure if he's
Do we
got
want
his ears
to pause the game here and pick it up next week? Do we want to skip Hoppy for now and see if he comes back in 5 minutes?
Let's try to finish up this.
Please.
Oh, he's
Okay.
coming back.
Please
He's coming back.
No, have him delay. Have him delay. It's my turn. Please let it be my turn.
We'll skip to Renan's turn, and then we'll pick up Hoppy's turn once he's back. Renan, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to yell at Hoppy to get down, I'm going to be like, duck down, duck down. I'm going to reach into my bag. I'm going to pull out my favorite cube. I'm going to point to this guy who is within 60 feet of me, and I'm going to sing at the top of my lungs, never going to give you up, never going to let you down, never going to run around and desert you. And hope that he does not make us roll.
Oh, Lord Astley.
I think it's just a Constitution save. Right?
That's what I was trying to look up. I couldn't remember.
I love that you got
I figured this is a huge risk because he probably has really high con. But
maybe
I figured we could all use a break.
Oh no, it is a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay. Well, he's a caster.
Low roll.
Oh my god!
It worked!
Get in my box, motherfucker!
You pokeballed the bone claw.
Yeah!
Renan gets inspiration! Renan gets inspiration!
Woo! I'm just gonna look at the crowd and be like, that is how it's done, fucker!
Huzzah!
And you've all been rickrolled!
That was amazing!
I've
Bone
been waiting
claws
for my
ready.
moment.
Yep. The tessellated cube opens up. There's a flash of otherworldly light that fills the entire arena. There's a haunting melody that rings out that confuses people as they look around to try to figure out where that song is coming from. The Bone Claw has a moment to react where he makes that same gesture like he tries to dispel or counter the effect. And as he does that, his hand first begins to just dematerialize and just gets sucked into the cube. As panic grips his face, his whole form is just drawn into Lord Astley's cube, which then depowers, detessellates, and just, like a ghost trap, seals shut, now containing
Yeah.
my baddie.
I'll hold it up. I'm gonna just hold it up and just scream, "We are flame!"
Oh, it's still smoking from the cast, and like the corners of the cubes now glow with an otherworldly purple light, hinting at the creature contained within, but you have defeated him. Upon defeating him, the banshees scream in horror and try to flee the arena, dissipating into the oblivion, and the two corpse collectors burrow underground, hiding.
I'm gonna kick the chest open for good measure.
You guys didn't see that happening.
That was amazing.
That is pretty great.
I've literally been waiting and waiting and waiting. I was like, this is my moment. This is the moment.
This is my moment.
I will take my inspiration token.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, you will.
Yeah,
Definitely
for
did.
sure.
I'll put it in our notes.
I should now have two.
Yes, that's correct. There is, as you flip the chest open, Oni, a fleshy mouth has been stitched into the chest's lid, and as you flip it open, the flesh-bound mouth creaks open, blood gaping from the cracks in its lips, and with an otherworldly disembodied voice speaks the following.
Thanks, I hate it.
Since you guys always have me write it down anyway, I figured I'd start.
Oh, okay. 4 men sat down to play. They played all night till break of day. They played for gold. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You're reading it for stream.
Okay. 4 men sat down to play. They played all night till break of day. They played for gold and not for fun. With is capitalized, separate scores for everyone. When they came to square accounts, they is capitalized, all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If capitalized, if no one lost, how could all gain? Sorry, the capitalization really threw me off. I feel like it means something, but let me reread it. 4 men sat down to play.
It
They
could have
played
been
all
written
night till
as
break
a
of
poem.
Yeah, I think
they
that's
played
just the start of each meter.
And not for fun, with separate scores for everyone. When they came to square accounts, they all had made quite fair amounts. Can you the paradox explain? If no one lost, how could all gain?
Because it's called winning and not gambling. Bye, Marco.
Bye, Mark. Have fun. Have a randomly good time.
Ah.
Once the riddle's been read aloud, 2 fleshy ears grow out of the chest on either side. Decayed and ancient, they seem to be waiting a response.
I have no idea.
I mean, I think they're all playing music. They're a band.
Dang.
There you go.
That is correct, Amon. The way the paradox can be explained is if they all played music and got paid for it.
Oh no.
Nice.
As you say that they are paid musicians, the ears shrivel up, the mouth shrivels up, and they just blow away as like dried human skin. Once that membranous layer has evaporated, inside the chest is a 3-dimensional glowing rune just floating in space. It looks like the kind of arcane magic that Draco can make manifest, but instead of it being, a part of a spell from his spellbook, it's like the physical manifestation of arcane potentium sitting in this chest.
I have touched weird things before. Can I close the chest and pick it up and carry it with me?
The chest is rapidly decaying. The chest is not meant to leave. If you wait long enough, just the glyph itself will be floating in space.
Okay, I could try to put it in something. Like capture it in a flask or something?
Oh, like in a cube.
No, I'm not putting it in the cube with the thing that we just captured.
Hold on one second. I think Michelle had a question that I stepped on.
I just said, can I identify it? Use
Absolutely.
the identify.
For
I
sure.
would like to do that.
Okay.
Oh wait, doesn't that take time?
It takes 10 minutes.
Okay.
But you're done. Taking some time, at the risk of ruining fanfare, you have learned.
Ooh, that's amazing!
It's Boontoonment.
That's awesome.
Boontoonment!
Oh my god, what did I do?
Assuming somebody wants to touch it, when it's touched, it will disperse into its constituent magic materials, blessing each one of you with an arcane boon that now allows you to be attuned to a 4th magic item.
Now I can have sexy armor and other cool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Since you have the identify spell out, here is the collar from the Beastlands map.
Okay. And also the mushrooms. Right? Was there anything else we needed to identify?
I don't think so. I'm looking through my notes real quick. No, I don't see anything else.
Hello, Dada.
One.
I don't have.
Damn.
I did not update the boon shrooms for the digital game because I thought it was going to be a factor in the in-person game. They are boon shrooms. BS. They have been in, I think, every campaign I've ever run. They are hallucinogenic mushrooms that also have medicinal qualities. Each one restores 2d6 hit points. And there are a stack of deleterious side effects that begin with mild hallucinations, resulting all the way down to death.
2d6 what?
Just 2d6 of hit points.
And a mind trip.
Yes, they can cause hallucinations. The first one's basically free. The second one, you start getting some disadvantage on perception checks. The third one is disadvantage on saving throws. The fourth one is disadvantage on attack rolls. Then you get sleepy and slow, and then you get dead.
So don't eat them. Don't eat them in combat. Eat them after.
Is that if you eat 1, 2, 3, 4, or is that rounds? Like round 1, it's this, and then round 2.
Mushrooms consumed in a day.
Oh, okay.
Bye.
So 1 is safe, not 4.
All right.
That's a hard lesson some of us have learned.
We'll have to take a look at that caller at the beginning of the next session to see who would benefit from that the most. I'm already proficient in strength and con, so not for Oni. But I don't know what Mark is proficient in, so if he's not proficient in 2 of those 3, then he should probably have it. And if he is, then maybe Amon would be a good candidate next.
What's in your brain there, Caleb?
He's singing.
Amazing. Okay, what is the crowd doing?
They are uproarious. You have done the unforeseeable in that you completed all 5 zones. I have not tabulated your score, which I've been noting in my book here. But to cap it off, I think I'd like to take the time between now and next session to review each of the fights. But I'd like a performance roll from you guys as a group check. That means you can either nominate one person to make the performance roll for all of you, representing like how well you've performed for the crowd, or we can each roll performance and I'll take like the median.
Draco has a 0 and Oni has a +6.
Let's have Oni do it, and I'll give her guidance. So plus D4.
Nice.
Okay.
Do it, Oni. Do it.
Ugh.
You fool! You foolish fool!
+4. Are you kidding me? The danger is over now, apparently.
It's your god now.
I feel like my popular demand should let me do something good there.
Is it be embarrassed at your performance? Because
seriously,
you rolled 3 crits.
Pressure's off.
Yeah, apparently. I will note this down in my journal, and I will.
Wait,
come
what's
back
Hoppy's?
I don't know actually.
Hold on, I'm opening his.
I feel like he's got great intimidation. I don't know about his performance though. I want to say that's either.
Can we retroactively go? Oh, Oni's falling apart over there. Let's join her and make it a group chat.
I used my inspiration token. I don't have any way to reroll it. That sucks.
Like we should all get to roll. It was a team effort.
I like that.
Or I can give you my inspiration. Whatever.
I don't know.
John will allow group roll, or I can give you inspiration though.
Decide now before we call it about the inspiration.
So give her an inspiration token and let her reroll. Let's go for it.
Okay. Yeah.
18.
That is much better.
Go.
I'm gonna mark that down.
Do I get guidance in case that makes it even better?
As far as I know, yeah.
I rolled a 1 again.
We'll take the 19.
Yep.
All right. We will pick up here next week. I don't want to do too much of the RP without Mark and Zach. Thank you guys for making time for it today. Are we good for next weekend? And the weekend after that, we are
out.
not available.
Yep, we'll be.
Yeah, I'm at a drag brunch, so
fun.
Cool.
Let's plan for next weekend. I'll see everybody on the 20th at 9 a.m.
All right.
Fantastic.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
See you next time.
Later.